Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How is everyone doing today? Hope everyone is doing well. My name is Thomas, and I will be happy to conduct the following webinar for you. Finally, we have a strategy or a webinar called Triple About Strategy Webinar Live Trading, and today we'll be doing finally this strategy. I remember about 3 weeks ago, I wanted to conduct this webinar, but due to some technical reasons, we couldn't conduct that webinar. So, anyways, let's wait for just a couple more minutes, and we will begin. So I hope this webinar will be interesting and exciting for all of you. And guys, if you have any questions, please let me know. And if I'm audible and visible enough, or my screen is visible, so please share or write a few comments, and I will be happy to answer your questions. So, well, first of all, fundamental news from the markets. I don't even wanna retranslate, like repeat what's going on, and I guess everyone understands what's going on. And the markets have reacted crazy, of course, due to the scale of the ongoing conflict. So Russia-Ukraine conflict going on, and today was pretty much a new wave and a new I don't know how to call it, but basically a new wave of escalation. So this affected many currencies. So it affected Bitcoin, Nasdaq, all European, so CAC 40, all major indexes have been affected and dropped by roughly 10%. Okay, so basically the whole world is watching now and is trying to anticipate what's going to happen next, because at this point no one really understands how far things can go and how far things will go. Basically a lot of volatility. But what I want to let you know is that trading strategies, they work quite well, and I mean, like, maybe now is there is time, possible time to trade. We can trade many assets, and yeah. Well, anyways, since the stock exchange markets are open, now let me go ahead and start my main topic. So the topic of the day is, wow, why is Euro AUD is only 10% down? Well, I think that at this point, none of the European countries, none of the, say, the Eurozone countries have been directly affected by the ongoing conflict. And this is why, the Euro AUD or the Euro USD, they haven't dropped, or they didn't drop that much. They only dropped like 2%. So why Euro AUD is only... Oh, you mean why is it only 10%? All right. So another question. Okay, Euro AUD. So some assets, they have different rates of return. So normally the normal rate of return is somewhere around 80%. And sometimes due to some reasons, there are not so many trades on this asset, or there is no volatility on a particular asset, during those times, rate of return, so this profitability rate, can drop to as low as 10%. Yes, it happens. And if you open the whole tab of assets, whether you do it from your phone, whether you do it on the platform on your desktop, then you will see that I would say the majority of assets have 80% and above. So right now, since the markets are so volatile and there are so many things going on and so much activity going on, we can see that the markets provide us with a very nice rate of return. So it's pretty much a good time to trade in this sense. All right. So why is it so difficult to recover your account if you lost? Oh, all right. So quite a difficult question for me to answer. Why is it so difficult to recover your account if you lost your phone? Well, basically this is done, or this is made, the procedure. This is why we need verification. So oftentimes, I mean, probably in most cases, or even always, I passed verification a long time ago, so I don't really know all the nuances right now. But basically, with that's why you need verification, because you need to prove, you need to make sure, we need to make sure that if someone writes and says, "Hey, I'm Alex, and my phone was stolen. I want access to my accounts and to my funds." So we don't really want to give access to someone. We want to make sure that the person who lost, say for example, in this like sad occasion of losing a phone and losing all the accesses, we need to make sure that the owner of the account can retrieve access to this account. So that's why we ask for verification, things like that. We want to confirm the identity of this person, and yeah, things like that. Okay, guys. Now let me go ahead and open and go to Trading Strategies tab. I want to scroll down a little bit, and I will get to Triple Rebound strategy. There is a brief description of this strategy. So this strategy is a counter trend strategy. It is based on 3 relative strength index indicators with different periods. When the price enters the overbought or the oversold area or zone in and all the 3 RSI variants, it's an indication to open a position aimed at the price returning into the channel. So enable strategy, voila. So here is the strategy, and we can see. So let me go ahead and open a trade right now, and I will explain to you why I did so. So the 7 RSI and all the 3 RSIs, where they were either in the oversold area under the 30 line. So every RSI has 3 main lines. So the red line of 70, the green line of 30, and the gray line of 50. So everything in the middle is considered to be a normal trend. At the same time, when the price goes under or above, this is referred to as the oversold area, or the say the oversold area in the bottom and the overbought area on top. Okay, so maybe you watched I guess on Tuesday, so this Tuesday, the day before yesterday, some of my colleagues conducted a webinar and described this strategy in more detail, the theoretical aspect. So I will now concentrate on trading. All right, so I will not concentrate that much on theory. Instead, I will trade. All right, so something like this, Euro GBP. So we enter the overbought area here, entering it on the 14 RSI. On the so the first one is already overbought. This one is already overbought, and this one is nearing its upper border. Oh, and right now I think we can sell. Let's go ahead and $25. All 3 RSIs in this strategy, all 3 relative strength index indicators in this strategy, they went into the overbought area. So I can start opening trades right now. And another possible setup is when they return back to this channel in the middle. So I would say there are 2 main signals to this strategy. So the first one, you can open trades when all 3 of them are in the overbought area, or vice on the contrary, in the oversold area. And like another one is when they return back into the normal zone in between 70 and 30 lines. All right. Yeah, a few questions from the chat. Okay, a few questions from the chat. It's when did you open the trade for outcut 300? Well, well, guys, I opened many trades on Forex, and I opened it on the 23rd, so yesterday. And want to brag a little bit. Had a few losing trades here, but look at my profits recently. open trades on gold. So Gbp USD was a huge drop, so I made this much money. So this is why I oftentimes recommend you to trade. Okay, so the first one closed with a profit, nice. So that's why I always recommend that you spend or maybe or like spend time and learn about how to trade Forex, because on Forex your risks are relatively small, they're limited, but your potential profits, I cannot say that it is unlimited, but in fact, yes, it is kind of unlimited, because before you close, unless you close a trade, your profits can grow and grow and grow. Why market is very volatile? Well, the markets are very volatile. I would say all the global markets are very volatile because of the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine. So that's why I mean, this has not, things like that have not happened for, I don't know. It's kind of like that's pretty much why. So all the last few weeks, they have been very stressful, and today the conflict went into a new phase. Okay. So all right, we can do it like this. So in case your trade closes with a loss, you can always apply the loss compensation system, and you can increase the amount invested, provided there is a signal, and you can open another trade on the same asset or on another asset in order to cover your previous losses. So usually you would want to multiply your amount invested by 2 or by 2.3. Okay, so you multiply, you go from 10, you go to 20, 40, 80, 160, 320, 640, etc. But of course, if you want to do that, you need to make sure that you don't have that you are trading with a strategy that doesn't have many consecutive losses. Like, you need to make sure that you don't have, like, say, 7 consecutive losses in a row, because then the whole trading is going to get very risky, and at some point of time you will just lose, or maybe you will even be afraid to open your next trade. So think before you start applying the loss compensation system or the martingale principle. Okay, USD GPY, guys, one more trade here. The asset is overbought. We can see all 3 RSIs, all 3 relative strength index indicators are in the overbought area, and yeah, they will now reverse, or they should reverse. So how about this one? So Euro GBP. Okay, let's watch closely. So 10 seconds to go. So unfortunately, didn't close with a profit here. So I want to multiply the amount again, and I want to open a trade in the downwards direction again, because the signal is there, and the price will definitely drop. Just need to wait a little bit. Gold is trading at let's look at this. So gold is already trading at so went 4% up today. That's totally understandable. Also, how's my trade on gold? And my trade on gold is bringing me 300% profits, with a potential risk of I don't know what was the risk of my trade. I think it was somewhere around 30%. So I'm making 1 to 10 risk reward ratio. All right, so next signals. Okay, didn't catch this moment on Asia Composite Index. was a good trade here, and also it was accompanied by this pattern. This one, it's called doji, or you can even a little bit refer to it as a pin bar, when we have a very little body, very small body, and then there is a relatively big shadow pointing upwards. So it is also a reversal sign. So it was combined with a signal from the triple rebound strategy. So USD JPY. So all right. So unfortunately, I didn't close with a profit, and it's not dropping yet. Anyways, so we continue trading. So let's have a look at how this trade closes. So 30 seconds Euro GBP. USD GPY still pushing north. And GBP USD. All right, so closed with a loss on the final few seconds. Oh well. Yeah, let's try again. USD GPY. It's a double top formation now, because we have this previous top, and also it is accompanied again by the signal from the RSI. So all three RSIs are in the overbought area. So this gives us a nice chance of making a profit here. It's just the push was a little bit too strong. Okay. Going back to, was a good signal on GBP USD, but unfortunately it's done. It's gone. All right. So Mustafa asks, my problem is about consistency. I know how to open positions and when to open, but when I lose, all the system collapsed. Any advice, Thomas? Well, I think what you can do, maybe kind of like best possible scenario for you. I think what you need to do is you need to start trading with very little amounts of money, but at the same time you need to be opening many trades. I think in your case the main problem is that you become emotional when you lose. Okay, so that's pretty much what you don't want to do. Is you never want to be emotional about your trading. Okay, so you always want to be trading with a, like, you want to be cold-hearted, cold-headed, I don't know, and you have to totally control your emotions. Okay, of course it is easier said than done, and that's why I'm giving you a kind of like a direct piece of advice here. So go as low as $1 and just trade. Maybe you will always have time to make a lot of money on the financial markets, but before you switch to, say, phase 2, you need to accomplish phase 1. And what is phase 1? So phase 1 basically means that you need to get desensitized from the outcomes of your trades. You need to open many trades, and they have to specifically be of very low amounts, like the minimum amount, maybe 200 trades with $1 amount. You will not lose a lot of money. You will probably not make a lot of money with this turnover. I think you maybe risk, like, $30, or you can make $30 of profits, things like that. So but at the same time you will accomplish the goal of becoming a psychologically stable trader. Okay, the last thing you need is to be psychologically unstable. So this is why I'm saying that it is like absolutely necessary to become a psychologically stable person, a psychologically stable trader, because you want to be, trading and not thinking about every like whether you're gonna make money or lose money on this trade. You just have to execute your trading strategy. Okay, maybe I'm talking a little bit too much. So I would say the main information or the main piece of advice here is to really trade a lot, but do it with low amounts of money. So once you've gotten accustomed to trading low amounts of money, like $1, then switch to trading $2. So basically, it's a reverse ladder. Okay, so we need, or I mean, maybe it's not a reverse. So right now it's a reverse ladder. So you need to decrease. Okay, if you now trade with say $50 per trade, then you need to switch to small amounts of money, like go all the way down to $1, and then start increasing your positions gradually. Okay, so the main thing you want to do when you trade is to be psychologically comfortable. If your hands become sweaty, if your palms become sweaty before opening a trade, it means that you are not trading in your comfortable size. Okay, so size management or position management is a very, very important thing to do. So you always want to be trading like safe amounts of money. Everyone has different safe amount. I mean, like it's all different, right? You don't really there is no like one single comfortable amount. It is different for everyone, but you have to find your stability. So how do you find it? Just look at your palms. They shouldn't be sweaty. Okay, you shouldn't be shaking. You shouldn't be afraid. Like right now, for me, opening trades, even I sometimes lose, I sometimes win. But hey, even though I'm losing, say I'm now down $90 in this webinar, but look, I have open amount of 2,800, and this is in Forex, and that's how much money I'm making right now. I can take all this money. So basically, it doesn't matter if you have temporary losses. You can have a losing hour, you can have a losing day, I can have a losing webinar, but what matters is how much money I get from the financial markets at the end of the month. And for the last few years, definitely, maybe even 4 or 5 months, 5, maybe even more years. I don't know. I will probably need to check it up and count. I haven't had any losing month. Okay, so it's very important. And I don't, even though I've been trading for many years, like 10 years so far, I don't open. I'm still not opening trades for say $10,000. I have investments in stocks, but that's a little different. But when I trade Forex or FTT, I still resort myself to relatively small positions. I mean, like probably some traders might laugh at me, like, "Hey, you're trading these little amounts of money. You should be trading like tens of thousands per trade, things like that." But hey, this is my comfortable area. I don't want to lose. I don't want to become emotionally unstable. Okay, so guys, another trade that I've just opened right now is commodity composite index. As you can see, all three RSIs are in the overbought area. And that's why I opened the trade in the downwards direction. I don't really see any other signals right now. Some of them might appear soon. Okay, I missed this one, Gbp Usd. I hesitated for a few seconds and then it went up very fast, but that's usually a very reliable signal when you have a long downtrend and then it reverses like this with I would say maybe it's even the best setup with this strategy when the RSIs, either two of them or three of them, from being in the oversold area, they return back to the normal area. Okay, here. So you want to be opening positions here somewhere, 1, 2, 3, and when 3 of them are in the oversold area, you can open your, like, say, maximum size position. When, for example, 2 of them are in the overbought or in the oversold area, so when 2 of them they provide a signal, that's when you can open trades for, I don't know, maybe half of your, like, normal position, or maybe your normal position. Please show your stock positions. I don't have them just here on Olymptrade. I also have them with a little different. I have stock PT, and right now I'm a little bit down. Okay, I was in the I think at when was that? I think in November I had unrealized P&L of something like 3,000 or 4,000. I didn't sell the stocks. I was expecting, I mean, like, it's a black swan. Yeah, guys. I mean, like, who knows Nassim Taleb? Nassim Taleb is an amazing author. He wrote this fantastic book called Black Swan, or maybe The Black Swan. I don't properly use articles in English, unfortunately. So there's The Black Swan, and that is so this book is a must read for any trader, guys. No joking here. This book is a must read. It is, maybe it's written in a difficult language, with complicated language, but trust me, you're not gonna regret it. You're not gonna regret reading that book. So yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, I mean, like, that's why I didn't sell my portfolio, and I'm still holding my stocks. I mean, I want to sell these stocks. One more signal here, CCI Commodity Channel Index, Commodity Composite Index. I plan on selling these stocks maybe next year, maybe in 2 years, maybe 3. Can you show Forex trades? You mean open ones or closed ones? So I have positions on gold. I will switch now to 4 hours. I opened it here, guys. I even provided a signal. It's kind of like a classic one. When you have a trend, uptrend, you open a trade on a pullback, round number 1,850. This is like a, I don't know, I would say like a 5-star trade here without any hesitation. I would say it like that. AUD JPY, I opened it because there was a level, even though I was expecting the price will start dropping earlier, but no. Well, anyways, doesn't matter. It went down anyways. GBP JPY, yes, so the pound is losing against the yen. AUD CAD, and oh yeah, and my trade. Okay, so one one mistake I made today is I didn't remove my take profit from GBP USD, and I could have made so much more money. So I wasn't expecting. So this happened at night, and I had a take profit here. So look, I closed my trade here. So I could have made, I don't want to count. I mean, like, I could have made additional 5,000 probably from these positions. I mean, well. So anyways, I'm happy for that I made money. Okay, so you should be grateful to yourself. You should always compliment yourself on making profitable trades. So don't beat yourself up for not taking all the money from the market. It's impossible to take, to make all the money in the world. So how do I get to these strategies? So first you need to click on this technical analysis button. Then you will need to scroll down to trading strategies, and here you have starter level strategies, you have advanced level strategies, and you have expert level strategies. So we have three categories of strategies, 3 types, 3 groups. These are available for anyone, even demo traders. These are available for advanced clients, and these are available for expert clients. Okay. And then each strategy is accompanied by a video, a short tutorial on this strategy, and also we conduct webinars, and also you can you can request a personal consultation with a financial analyst, so a very experienced guy or a lady. They can be with you, they can arrange a 30-minute or maybe even a 1-hour consultation, and they can learn or they can teach you a strategy how you can apply it. Can I explain the strategy one more? Yes, absolutely. So let me find a signal with this strategy so I can open a trade. And yeah, guys, something like this. Let's try this one, basic altcoin index. All right. So what you want to do in this strategy is you want to wait for a moment when 7 RSI or the 14 RSI and hopefully the third one. So when 3 relative strength index indicators that belong to the strategy, when they all go into the oversold area or overbought. Okay, so let's think about, let's concentrate on signal down trade. We have this 70 line. It means, okay, so in simple words, yeah, no, to put it simply, this line means when the value, when the line of this indicator goes above this line, it means that the price has gone up a little too fast and a little too soon. Okay, so it's like a sprint, you know, you kind of drag it in opposite directions and then boom, it does a pullback. So same is true for this one. So we had like an uptrend and then the price reversed and now we have a downtrend. And so two possible scenarios. You can either start opening trades when the RSIs are above this line, or you can open a trade like signal number 2. I would say type 2 signal is when they return from the overbought area down into the middle area, so middle zone. I would say like comfortable zone, right? So 49 seconds to go on this one. So fortunately this one closes with a loss on the last, on this very sharp move. Anyways, let's open a few more trades. Euro GBP, all right, a down trade here. So we are, or we were in the overbought area here. As you can see, all three RSIs in this strategy, they went above the upper line of the RSI channel, and now the value is above 70. So okay, gold is dropping a little bit, but there is no signal just yet. Okay, so the Euro USD index. So when I scroll, when I switch between different assets, I like what I'm doing is just looking. I look just at RSI. Okay, I don't look at anything else. Just the RSI, and once I find the signal, I will then kind of go in a little bit. I zoom in and oh yeah, the Euro NZD. All right, let's try this signal. Okay, I think this signal is just a little bit, maybe I would say 1 minute late. So basically, the signal was on the second red, appeared on the second red candlestick, and now we are going down. We are going downwards. And let's try GBP CAD, so the pound against the Canadian dollar. Even though, yeah, I'll say it's signal number one, I have not waited until the oversold RSI returned to the above, so back above the 30 line. I opened it before, but as I can see, all the three RSIs are in the oversold area, so under the 30 line. So basically, when the price goes down a little bit too fast, then you want to open a counter trend trade, and yeah, that's what I did. All right, so Euro GBP. So it's back to its opening price. We are trading right at this, right on the border. So 10 seconds to go. And how did my trade close? Oh, so it didn't close with a profit, unfortunately. It was very close to closing this trade with a profit. But it just, yeah, there was a sharp move on that asset. All right, Euro GBP. And it's not really going anywhere. It's kind of stuck in this flag formation. Okay, let's just wait out a little bit. Copper DEX, right, maybe DEX. Trade in a little while. So AUD CAD, so the Australian dollar against the Canadian is dropping sharply. So the Australia is dropping. Let's have a look at how this trade closes. So the Euro NZD. So once again, the price has not dropped a lot. So we are still trading at the opening price levels. And wow, just guys, I'm just being a little bit unlucky. It's just the markets, they're not going down that much, or I mean, so these particular assets. And like I said, maybe this the fact that I opened it just a little bit, maybe 1 minute later, so this resulted in this trade closing with a loss. Fortunately, what you're gonna do? That's market. All right, now since AUD CAD is so much oversold and we are trading way under the green line, so we can open a trade in the upwards direction, like this reversal pattern. And well, I think that there are not so many signals right now. Right in the beginning of the webinar, I had there were so many signals. They were like mushrooms after rain. They were all over. So many. Right now, not so many signals, guys. So let me think what I'm gonna do. So I had this started here, had 1 winning trades and a series of 5 losing trades. Then I had 4 winning trades, and then again there was this unlucky wave, and 2 of these trades, they, well, not just 2, I think. Okay, so Gbp okay, closed. So 3 trades closed on the last. Oh wow, it's always a very unpleasant thing when they just close on the last seconds, and I mean, like when they close with a loss on the last few seconds. Um, so and yeah, I think well, basically it doesn't really happen when you open trades, for like 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours. So then the chance of winning by 1 pip or 2 pips is pretty much a negligible one. It's like slim to none. So the markets. Hello everybody. Most of traders today in Malaysia avoid trading due to conflict. We only monitor the market to see its volatility and where I want to. Yeah, maybe today is the day when you don't want to trade. It's fine. You can take a break. I mean, like, first of all, everyone has to be. I mean, like, you should be very, very emotionally stable. And I mean, like, if the news somehow get to you, then just just stop trading for a while. Maybe 1 day, 2 days. Just let's wait until Monday. I mean, the markets will not go anywhere. The markets will stay. Okay, let's try Gbp Usd. I like this one. I like how it went, how sharply it reversed. This resembles me the previous signal here. I think this signal has a lot of potential for a reversal, very similar to this one. So the AUDCAD, the Australia against the Canadian dollar. And if I don't find any signals within the next few seconds, I will probably that will probably be my last trade for this webinar. Yeah, guys, don't want to search for new signals. I think, well, like I said, there were many trades, many signals in the beginning. I think I will be closing this webinar. Yes, I mean, like, it's kind of like a guarantee that I will be closing this webinar with a loss. But like I said, you shouldn't count. You shouldn't, decide whether this strategy is good or bad. Decide by looking at maybe 15 or 20 trades. What you want to do is you want to like conduct the analysis, like see the outcome based on maybe 50 trades, maybe 100 trades, things like that. So yeah, just give yourself some time. If you want to learn this strategy, just switch to, so change your amount invested per trade to $1 and just go ahead and open 50 trades, open 100 trades. Like I said, you will not make a lot of money, and at the same time, you will not lose any money. So with such low amount, you can, well, pretty much, yeah, you can test the system, test this strategy, see for yourself whether it works or not, whether it's working for you or not. Because how can we connect to you individually? Well, I don't really give any personal consultation myself, but you can go to help section. You can text a customer support representative, and they will connect you with us. So if your current status here is, say, advanced or expert, then you can get up to 4 consultations per month. Okay, kind Martin is the best strategy. Well, it definitely is a good one, and I think next week, in March, is like March 5th or something like that. So you can check the schedule. So next week, I think it's going to be kind Martin webinar. So trade closes with a, so unfortunately this trade closes with a loss. So normally, remember last time I traded this strategy, I had a fantastic result, almost like the best result out of all strategies. So guys, today is, well, crazy day. I don't know what happened. Like, I mean, everyone is in total shock and awe. Like, I guess no one in the two countries involved in the conflict understand. Like, I mean, I'm talking about general people. Like, no one really understands. No one could really foresee. Like, I mean, like, it just, everyone's like so shocked. And yeah, maybe today is the day when you want to do when you want to be opening maybe forex trades. So don't beat yourself up for not trading one day. You can skip one day, come back to trading next week, relaxed, rested, having rested, things like that. So guys, I'm wishing you be safe, stay safe, and yeah, we all pray for the soonest resolution of the conflict and peaceful negotiations. So this is it for triple rebound strategy. Next week is going to be a kind market strategy webinar. So I invite you to the webinar on Tuesday, the theoretical side, and Thursday is the practical side. I will conduct it for you. My name is Thomas. How can we get previous? All the videos are available on Olymp Trade Global channel, except we removed some of the old ones, like that we conducted maybe 5 months ago and so on, because, well, we don't want to keep a lot of too many webinars and no one really watches them. So that's why we cleared our recordings a little bit. So, guys, thank you very much and lots of love, peace, and I will see you next week.